1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready and go, cat, go, hey, hey, hey. Now, if you've ever wanted to be a pop star but you don't have the musical instruments, don't worry, because there is a sort of music you can play at home using your homemade musical instruments, and it's called Skiffle.
Phone banded me. I said, well, baby, 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 will you marry me? She said, I'm sorry, honey, but what can I say? I found a new love just the other day, and you're barking up the wrong tree. Ow, ow, barking up the wrong tree. Whoa, whoa, barking up the wrong tree. Well, that's what she said to me. One more time, I was barking up the wrong tree. Ow, ow, barking up the wrong tree. Whoa, whoa, barking up the wrong tree. Well, that's what she said to me.
Now, to be utterly skiffle at brilliant, you've got to get the rhythm right. So here's the rhythm section. We've got Steve Mallett, and where do we begin?
Well, we begin with this, the washboard.
Washboard? What's that?
It's an old washing machine, really. People used to put it in a tub of hot soapy water and take the cloth, give it a good rub.
Yeah, it's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it?
It isn't.
Went up with the ark and with the twin tubs there. Right, so what kind of rhythms do you play on this?
Right, well, first of all, I play it with little pickup sticks.
Yes.
Yes, and just rub it up and down.
Yeah, it's got a good noise, isn't it?
Yes.
What do you do if you haven't got a washboard?
Right, well, if you can't find one, we thought, try this one. This strainer, not quite so large, but with a spoon.
Get rid of the dishes,
yeah.
And away we go. OK,
Right.
play it with a spoon rather than pick up sticks, because they'll go through.
Yes.
Yeah,
so, nice slow rhythm.
You can join in here, come on.
OK, and then a little bit faster this time.
Yep, and...
And then you can go really, really fast, which is...
Brilliant, your mum will absolutely love it. But she won't like this.
I've got some very, very loud saucepans.
Right.
And they're full of dried-on food, as you can see there.
Ugh, how long's this been in here?
It's lentil curry. It's been there since August 1987.
Yuck! Ah, but it gives a really nice tone.
It helps the tone enormously.
OK, here's the lentil drum roll.
Here
Off
it
we
goes.
go. Wow. OK, everybody with a saucepan, join in. Everybody with a biscuit, join in. Stop! So that's what Skiffle's all about, making as much noise as you possibly can with really simple homemade instruments. Now, you're going to play for us now Rock Iron Line.
Yes, it's a song by Leadbelly. It's people, when they used to transport iron across America, they used to have to pay tax every time they entered a new state, and the train drivers used to lie and say that they had animals on board instead.
So it's about smuggling stuff across the railways
It
of
is
America.
indeed.
OK, this song made famous by Lonnie Donegan.
I've got cows. Moo. I've got sheep. I've got chickens. I've got pigs. I've got all livestock. I've got all livestock. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, better ride it. I can find and get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line. Well, A, B, C, double X, Y, Z. The cat's in the cover, but he don't see me. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, better ride it. I can find and get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line. Well, I may be right, I may be wrong. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Well, the Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Well, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, better ride it. I can find and get your ticket at the station for the Rock Island Line. Go on it. Rock Island line is the road to ride. Well, the Rock Island line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride it, better ride it. Let's find a good ticket at the station for the Rock Island line.
Right, what are we going to do now?
Well, we're going to make a base using this, the broom, make a tea chest base with.
And how do we do that?
Well, you take your broom, and then you need a piece of string,
Yep.
and you need this, the most important element, the tea chest.
And where do we start?
Well, firstly, you take your piece of string, and you tie a very big knot in one end of it.
Oh, whopping big knot.
Whopping great knot. Then you make a hole in the middle of your tea chest here. You can either do that with a nail, or you can get somebody else to drill a hole
Okay.
for you, perhaps.
Where do you get the tea chest from?
Well, tea chests are often found around in attics because they're used by removal firms when you move house. They put all the valuable stuff in the tea chest. So,
Right.
so maybe some knocking around the attic, or maybe you could get one from a removal firm. Now, this is the most difficult bit. You turn your tea chest upside down and you thread the thin end of the string through the hole.
Got to be careful when you're doing this because some parts of an old tea chest can be quite sharp, can't they?
Yeah, some old tea chests definitely you can get splinters out of.
Why is it called tea chest, by the way?
Well, they used to be used for transporting tea in when tea was shipped over from the
Oh, right.
continent, so that's where they got their name from.
Ta-da!
That's right. If you've got a nice big knot in it, you can pick it up. Now what you do is you take two nails and you bang them into the corner of your tea chest here, just
Yep.
quite close together.
Okay.
And you take your broomstick, this is the trick, you stand your broomstick up behind the nails, wedged behind the nails like that, take your piece of string and put it over the top of the broom nice and tightly.
If you're
And
not
then
tall
tie a
enough, you
knot
can
in it.
stand on it, can't you?
You can stand on it, but if you're going to, make sure it's a nice solid tea chest. You're not going to fall through it because you could use up a bit of an injury like
Ever
that.
fallen through a tea chest?
I haven't, no, but then I've never trodden a rotten one.
Okay, and you tie a big double
Tie
knot
a
in
big
this.
double knot in it like that.
And then,
Put your foot up on it,
that's to keep it steady.
keep it steady,
Yep.
and then
Hey, wow! It's a loud noise, isn't it?
well, it's incredibly loud because this is such a big resonating box. It's like having a double bass that big. And as you're discovering there, Timmy, as you pull the string tighter, the note goes up, and as you let it go looser, the note goes down.
Brilliant! Utterly brilliant.
Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey.
Skiffle was the hit music of the 1950s, and this is an early skiffle pop video. The song's My Old Man's a Dustman, and the singer is Lonnie Donegan, the king of skiffle. Altogether, he had 31 chart hits and his own show on TV.
Some folks give tips at Christmas, and some of them forget. So when he picks their bins up, he spills some on the step. Now one old man got nasty, and to the council wrote, next time my old man went round there, he punched him up the throat. Oh, my old man's a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat. He wears gold blimey.
They're called the Railtown Bottlers because they sing a lot of songs about railways. And the Bottlers comes from the olden days when the chap used to go around and collect the money in his hat, and he'd have a lemonade bottle with him and a fly inside and his thumb over the top. So that he couldn't nick any of the money, because to do that, he'd have to take his thumb off the top of the bottle and then the fly would escape.
Teenage dreams, so hard to beat. Every time she walks down the street, another girl in the neighborhood. I wish she's mine, cause she looks so good. I wanna hold her tight and get teenage kicks right through the night. I'm gonna call her on the telephone, have her over cause I'm all alone. I need excitement, oh I need it back, and it's the best that I've ever had.